Boom! Let's be honest podcast, maddest podcast, baddest podcast, and the saddest podcast. And today I'm there with the Uptown minister, 1Clauze. Well, go on.
1Clauze and never few. Hi, who?
Yeah, people been on wait for this. You know what I say? It's a highly anticipated interview / reasoning, whatever you want to call it. And people already Ding.com. Well, always I give a credit. $15 for every $20 purchase or more for your first purchase when you use the code LBA75 on Ding.com. Mr. Hussey.
Hi, who?
Mr. Hussey, I'm going to find out the name there through some other means and Ray and Tay. You understand what I say? And you don't know, you want the man them who really are all the TikTok ground. You see me? All the ground on TikTok. So, I want to know like how you make the transition into TikTok, more you know, brought up, see everything. So you just give me the whole bio.
So the quest for hype and forward wasn't always the plan. You see me? At first, I was a racehorse trainer. I was at the track. My days look like waking up at 4 o'clock, get to work at 4:30. Usually leave work around 11.
AM?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really works to me, so go bun weed and kind of par.
Yeah.
But call it work same way. And that was every day. And me usually post like videos on like Snapchat or to my friend them, and one of the girl them stopped me and she said, yo, you're actually funny. Like you waste your effort. Like, we don't say, Ray, you post a video, I said, but you're actually funny. So I'm sorry, well, fuck it. Post one video and it did, I wouldn't say take off, but it get like a 10,000, 15,000 views. So I said, blood clot, this easy. 2 more, 3 more. By my post my 7 video, it did go viral, and well, I'm just take up the quest from there, so.
So I on forward. All right, so let's talk about schooling. I talk about which school, prep school. See, me never think that primary school. It's automatically think that prep school, high school, all that go.
I went to Hillel Academy.
Okay.
Then I went to Campion, Fortis Infinite as operator, ready strong.
Yeah, the second Fortis, the real Fortis are Fortis.
Then I went to AISK, then I went to boarding school, I went to UWI, and then I went to the Royal Agricultural University. My parents spent so much money on my education from a forward out and on TikTok.
Oh, John.
Yeah, but I saw it was still,
Yeah.
Not everybody I go.
So, all right, so enough time people have this thing about like Uptown and certain like ideas of Uptown. Like I want you to debunk certain things, right? First thing I want you to debunk. Jeffrey Uptown youth.
You see,
because I know I'm not one of them, but more you tell them say I'm not one.
You see, because Jeffrey speaks English and he's not talking patois and he maybe not carry himself a certain way, immediately get Uptown. I can't tell you something, Zin. Just because you have a certain perception, the stereotypes don't match. When people look upon me, they're like, yo, he's Uptown. No, he can't be. But my born and raised, Norbrook, Cherry Garden, Beverly Hills, so...
Oh, that's a trilogy right there.
Yeah.
Kingston 6, Kingston 8, my God.
Yeah. That is,
All right, so my take is this, right? When it comes down to Uptown youth, and tell me if I have a good take. I feel like you have a born an Uptown youth. You can't achieve Uptown status. So like, for instance, a man at the ghetto will make it out. Theme youth, them are going to be first gen Uptown. But him on Uptown, mind you, he's rich as fuck. But he's not Uptown because his roots are embedded in the streets. You see me? So, me not feel like I would ever be an Uptown. I think my kids will be Uptown. I think they're going to be spoiled as fuck. But I don't consider myself Uptown because I can't relate to certain things. My dog named Brandon. I can't relate to no Brandon them do. Or Russian. I can't relate to shit to Russian them do. Like, ride 4-wheel bike and them fucker them. I can't relate to that shit. I just ride bicycle.
I can't argue with you when you say you can't relate to the lifestyle when them grow up or do, because you had to achieve that lifestyle for yourself. It wasn't given to you. Pero, as an Uptown person who I would be considered maybe a second generation or perhaps even a third generation Uptown person, I've seen the majority of Uptown people, there's a difference between the Uptown mentality and having money, right? Because you have a lot of people who have way more money than the people in my Uptown, and they don't carry themselves, they don't mix in those crowds, they don't. I can tell you, bro, at even the Polo Club, right now you say you want to buy a horse, you want to take some lesson, you'd be welcomed fully We've had tons of people who don't come from a traditional uptown background and seamlessly forward into the club. And it's just, as in all aspects of Jamaica, if you carry yourself with respect and you carry yourself with manners, you can literally walk into any room in Jamaica.
So my argument to that is carrying yourself with respect, that's one thing. But manners, I feel like certain things that are culturally appropriate, Uptown deem it as inappropriate. Like, for instance, me I'm a cuss my clock them whenever, wherever. You see me? But that is seen as indecent. But it's really culture at the same time. So is it that being uptown you have to adapt an American or British culture with being polite?
I think that's the image that's put out there. But I had an uncle growing up, called him Uncle Piggy. He cannot, even when he's speaking to children, he would have tell him to stop cuss blood clot bad word. He don't want to hear no fucking bad word in them ears.
Yeah.
Right? And I saw him would have speak to me, and uptown people cuss the most bad word, bro. It's just because of the fact that when they go to Miami and they go to London, they're nobody and they don't have the clout that them have, and they have to behave themselves a different way and act accordingly. But yeah, so if you walk into even a backgammon game or a poker game, or them cost more bad word than dominoes. I promise you. Cause I play dominoes at track with the man in my track. I'm a play backgammon at the villa them, and me hear more grimy things at the villa than the dominoes table at the track.
Alright, in terms of like wealth. The next thing I want for debunk, is it that from you have a certain last name, and especially from the 21 families, do you have money or you just have a last name?
That's one of the most important differences that people never see. Because right now, I drive a 2004 Grand Vitara. Me have the last name. Me no money. Me broke. Yeah. My family might, you know what I mean, have certain businesses and etc. But me personally, me no, you know what I mean? And a lot of people then just see me and assume, say, oh, okay, yes, he's rich and he's wealthy and blah, blah. And when you look at most of the last names from because the 21 families, it comes from a book written by Carl Stone in the 70s, addressing power and the business management in Jamaica, where essentially 21 families controlled 250 of 285 directorships in Jamaica. So most of those names that are on it, like Ashenheim or Geddes, and they're not really they're not really running the businesses that they ran in those times, and that was from 50 and 60 years ago. Okay. So a lot of the demographics.
So some of the 21 them fall off.
Yeah, them fall off wicked. Yeah, them broke. They're not no money.
But some still have some hope.
Yeah, some of them, they're doing their thing. Yeah. We don't want to clash with, we don't want to start no war. Uptown. Uptown is about unity and one love.
And also too, there can be some people who are shunned from the family. Probably you make some mistake. Probably you're just like the black sheep of the family, and you gotta bring down the family. Because I know certain people where they're connected, like them are really blood, but bro, you're a wild card, bro. You will do some fuckery, like when they depend on you, and them get outcast. Is that where I come from? So yes, I might know him son and him grandfather. He's the grandfather, but bro, ostracized, like we not fuck with your father because your father is a bad person.
You have a thing named a golden cage. And they have a very tight leash when they exit the golden cage. You can only extend yourself as far as the family will allow you. And if you try and carry yourself differently, if you try and do things differently, if you step out of the business, if you step out of line in any capacity, you get locked down or you lose everything. So you have a lot of people where their mother still runs the business. They're men in their 50s and 60s. They're high-powered businessmen. You see them giving speeches at X amount of things, and blah, blah, blah. Their mommy runs the business. Their mommy who is in their 80s and 90s. So they're all locked into, they can't. So when you see one and two of them are outcasted or ostracized, it's not really because, enough of them mad still. But a lot of the time they dare to do something different and not, do what their parents told them to do.
All right, marriages. I want to talk about marriages. Very, very, very important topic when it comes on to uptown people. Are they trying to keep the wealthy people wealthy through marriage? Because sometimes I'll see certain last names marry a certain last name. I'm like, this is crazy. And then the fact that a lot of these 21 families, majority, if not all, I don't think there's no black 21 member of the 21 families, right?
No, there definitely is.
A black one?
Yeah. There's blacks, there's Chinese, there's Indians. There's a
Who are
lot
the
that
blacks,
people don't.
if you mind to share? I really don't know.
I don't really want to call no name, but there's, I mean, people that are, I mean, it's not necessarily through them being born but through marriage and them little thing there. I don't know if that counts or if you mean their family was originally.
Let me say, like black. Like, for instance, there are certain families in Jamaica where they're going generations. Because one thing with these 21 families are these uptown families.
Yeah, they all
them
look
can
the
track
same.
and them can track where them are come from. Them can track who are the first person left from Lebanon or Syria or India, you name it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, when you look on it's still predominantly white or non-black.
Really, Jono.
So I'm saying, is it a thing? I know some personally where they love black women, but they will never marry a black woman. Because think about it. If me go to Dubai right now, I promise you, I probably have a Arabic family 2 generations online.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I say, if I end up in the middle of fucking Kentucky, I might there with a white girl.
Mm-hmm.
You see, me might breed a white girl and have some biracial kids, and then might go on and have some fully white kids, you name it. But we're saying that we're in a predominantly black country, and these people continue to be white, Indian, Arabic. Some look like it's kind of calculated.
The only explanation I can provide based off of my lived experience is the fact that the people that I know and that I'm friends with, I've known them from pretty much the day I've been born. We went to the same preschools, we went to the same prep schools, we went to the same high schools. We do the same sports, we do the same sports in the same places. You see the differences, bro, especially in a country like this where we have a level of random, not really random violence, but an extreme amount of violence. You really, everybody in Uptown has guard dogs, they have high fences, they have high walls, they don't have a community. If they have a community, it's within their complex. A lot of them, at some levels, even have security guards. Some of them even have police escorts to go to and from work. A lot of it is based in fear. And a lot of the people, it looks like, oh yeah, it must be, he's marrying his cousin, or it must be, they're consolidating. Oh yeah, it must be. But a lot of the time, him don't know nobody else. And if he goes and tries to talk to some other girl, they're gonna immediately either just want the money or take him for pussy or he's uptown, what does he want with me? He doesn't think I'll ever have a chance with him, blah, blah, blah. So for a lot of them, they literally, them go foreign, go get woman. That's where them would carrying a new wife or blah, 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 blah. If not, they're stuck in that small pool.
So you don't think there's nothing from the parents or the patriarch in the family
I can't say, I've never seen a man pimp out him daughter and say, yes, you go marry I've never seen anything like that. God, no. Have I seen some parents
ostracized?
Absolutely. I have seen it happen. I've seen some, she gets pregnant for the wrong person, or as they see, or she marries the wrong person as they see, and that's her out of the family. I've definitely seen that happen. I've seen it happen with men too. I don't know, bro. I don't think that it's based on race per se, even though it does look very fucking suspicious. Why? You know what I mean? The colors all look the same. I don't think it's based on race per se. I really think it's based on wealth and the amount of wealth that you have. Because even, as you say, like, I don't want to say the child of a Don, but say somebody who made a significant amount of money, right? More than likely, their child is definitely going to be an uptown person. They went to the uptown schools, they hung out with the uptown people, they blah, 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 and that's, you know what I mean, that's the only assimilation where I have enough dog where don't fit the traditional look, and they're more uptown than I am. You know what I mean? So.
I get you. And I know classism. What's your experience with that? Do you think classism is a thing in Jamaica? And how different is classism from racism?
I can give you the craziest experience I've had as it relates to both racism and classism in Jamaica. It was during COVID. We had, me and 6 of my friends had broken the No Movement Day. We were hanging out at Cherry Hill. 5 of them were they looked of a certain complexion, like they didn't necessarily belong there. We all live within Cherry Gardens. Everybody lives within 30 seconds of where that thing was, right? I was the only one who was driving to come there. When I got up there and 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, a police squad car came. All of my 5 friends were searched. Their cars were stripped down, blah, 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 blah. When it came to my turn, they asked me if I was okay, if I knew I was breaking the thing, if I knew how to go back home. And they said, all right, well, we're just going to follow you and make sure you get in and everything cool. And then I reach home and them stopped me at the gate and said, why you go up on the road and them thing there? I said, well, I'm born weed, you know. And they said, well, no, do it again. And then we drive off and leave me. Now, those police officers didn't look like me. Those police officers were, as you could say, they look like the typical Jamaican, right? So it wasn't a matter of me calling a policeman and intimidating them or threatening them, or it was the own officers looking on people who looked exactly like them and being prejudiced against them. It didn't matter that they were in Prados and Land Cruisers and Benzes. It didn't matter that I was driving my old fucking Grand Vitara. It didn't matter that I was driving from somewhere and they all lived on the fucking road. So it's as if them step out of them house. None of that mattered. None of that mattered. What mattered was the police saw 5 black youths and a brown man, and so them go pressure the 5 black youths. So a lot of the racism and the classism that we experience in Jamaica, it's I don't want to say it's a perpetuated system by the people that are experiencing it, but I've seen things, bro, that don't make no sense to me. It don't make no sense to me. And it keeps happening. You know what I mean? When people bleach, I don't understand. All right, yeah, bleach to show your tattoo or ray, but for people to even be bleaching and changing their complexion to try and meet out in the sun, I try tan. You understand? So it's like, I don't understand
But you kind of do understand, because you just said it a while ago, like you there somewhere, I break the law, and your friends are breaking the law as well, and it feel like say them alone are break the law, and it look like they're the bad influence to you. So that's why people do it. You get me where I'm coming from? And at the end of the day, bro, I just feel like say we need to find a way of a bridge the gap. You see me? Because that's just self-hatred. Because if you look like somebody, why you gonna treat the person who you look like a certain way? Nova Ship JA. On the normal offer stop the show for telling about Nova and our amazing prices. And again, you get your product within 48 hours. 24 to 48 hours. Remember, tell her say J first send you so you can get the best deal. Back to the show.
And for my fans and supporters at the JCF, that was an anecdotal story meant to...
Yeah, I know, yeah. Big up to JCF all the time.
Every time.
All the time.
Right.
Be the one at Elliston Police Station and Matilda's car. Now, TikTok. What do you think TikTok teach you in terms of you talking about Uptown? Because to be honest, even this 21 families thing, you are the person who bring that to the forefront, you know? You see me? And then enough time we'll see certain things happening in the culture, like with the Azan thing. I think it was the Azan girl and the storm. Was it the storm or something like that?
Yeah, it was the unfortunate situation, yes.
Yes, and I feel like the middle class, such a lower class, there's kind of a hatred towards Uptown people, and there's a hatred towards people who are not, let's say, former slaves. I hope I put that properly.
Yeah.
Like them left from for them country as nothing and come here, come be something. You think there's like a negative view to those people, like the Azans them?
Well, I can tell you based off my experience, until I grew to be like 6, 7, and until voice gets strong and, you know what I mean, I get a little hype and thing. They never called me brown man. I was always white boy.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean, there's...
Are you white?
I can give you my background, right? My grandmother on my father's side is of Portuguese and Spanish descent. My grandfather on my father's side is of Irish and I think Indian descent. My mother on my father's side is Scottish, and his grandmother was black. No, his grandfather, was black. And then my grandmother's side is from Wales. So me literally, all about, bro. Me have a little bit of the conquistador, me have some of the, you know what I mean? I guess I'm brown, I'm white. To Jamaicans, I'm white. When I went to England, They called me Milky Tea. Yeah, when I went to boarding school, it was the first time I experienced racism because I kept telling them, I'm not black, I'm Jewish. Because as I grew up in Jamaica, they never considered me to be black. I could never tell somebody I'm black.
Yeah,
never.
Yeah,
I couldn't say that.
But being Jewish isn't that race?
It's not a race, but I tell them, say, I'm not black. I'm you know what I mean? I'm Ray. So when I went to the boarding school, they were all saying, wow, this guy, he hates himself. They call me Milky Tea. They said I was denying my race. So when I was in England, I was black.
You look white passing. I mean, the hair is not really giving white.
No.
The hair is giving, that N-word. You know what I mean? No, look at him here. He doesn't really have the white hair. You don't have Zimmy hair.
No, I don't have Zimmy's hair. When I grow out a beard, I don't really,
the last of the carcass, man.
Yeah. All right, so Uptown again, because I have enough things I want to debunk today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, back to the hatred part with like the lower class and the middle class people. Like I feel like, to be honest, sometimes it kind of pisses me off too, because like there's no, and correct me if I'm wrong, people, there's no black dynasty families in Jamaica. What we can say, we're like a third generation in, we're like a fourth generation.
Well, George Stibel built Devon House, and he was one of the first black billionaires.
Where mute there?
My part with one of them.
Okay, so I don't know something said.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Me just correct you right. That's what
So what the youth one?
Them, you don't have to worry about that.
What do you mean?
Yeah, them.
It's a public. I'm sure it's a public business.
Yeah, them good, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So just a comparison. Is he like an Adam Stewart level?
No. But who really is? There's
Let's go niggas
I dare say the Chinese Jamaicans have more money than the white Jamaicans. Right? There's maybe 2 or 3 white Jamaican families. I can say, okay, yeah, maybe them. Right? But if we're talking about the Chinese Jamaican families, bro.
So you can't name names?
I really would rather not. But we can talk about
who you think is public enough where you can say them last name?
Okay, well, Mr. Lee Chin is a listed billionaire.
Yeah, but
his money is public information.
But I don't think he has like a family behind him. Where like I think he's at the first journey. He went to Titchfield. I don't know Lee Chin's story, but I never hear it was like no. My dad was this and my mom was this. So I'm talking about families. Like we can go stand what's there, the Matalans. The Matalans that come from Ray, used to live at Raytown. You have man who's got a case as a matter of fact. You know what I say? And then you can go to the Matalans them right now and when them are the right now. I talk about families. We're not talking about a one-half man rich.
Bro, I don't even want to say because my phone will start blow up, bro.
Yeah, cool. It's fine.
You know
what
what
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Phone will start blow up.
Is it me? So question, would you marry a black woman?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Listen,
have you ever dated a black woman?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
My first girlfriend was a black girl. But my thing is, bro, like, all right, you see, especially as I get older and I'm more, realize the life and stuff, I cannot be trying to high achieve and be some sort of person and I'm there with a girl where she just there with me. Like, her accomplishment is that she there with me. I have to there with somebody who also, is an accomplished person who we could have probably take some of them family money as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. Marriage, if you're marrying for love, God bless you. You know what I mean?
But that's not like you're perpetuating the whole idea of arranged marriage.
It's not arranged.
So like you're married on food.
I mean, I would if there's any out there who's interested. But let me tell you something, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As it relates to I don't think people really realize the cost of living and what you earn and your earning potential, especially as it relates to how many years you have of earning, right?
But those are millionaires, such billionaires though. That's different from like being compatible and being stinking rich. That's 2 different things.
As long as I would there with any girl where if her ambition matches my ambition.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If she there with me and her accomplishment is she there with me, then we get fucked, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? We can't impress people.
So let me ask you, you know how middle class would I have like lower middle class, middle class, upper middle class?
Yeah, Uptown definitely has. I'm at the entry level Uptown. Because
You are your family. Where is your family?
My family is probably somewhere in the middle level.
Okay.
The top level now, we don't really know their names. It's not public information. You see their businesses. You see the businesses maybe headquartered in Turks or Cayman or
Bermuda.
BVI or okay,
Yeah.
right? But you're not really seeing. You can't. You see a building in New Kingston and you see and you don't recognize whose it is or look at things like that. Those are the highest upper echelon. But as it relates to Jamaica, Jamaica is a small island with an insane amount of money. Every time I drive out my yard, I see a G-Wagon, right? Almost every weekend, if you're on the toll road, you see supercars, right? Where I really have issues within Uptown, especially as it relates to the wealth disparity, the people aren't being paid anywhere near the value that they're generating. When you look at call centers, the entire concept behind a call center is to pay Jamaicans less money than you could pay a foreigner.
Yeah, for sure.
And most of the reasons why the hotel chains exist in Jamaica especially is because they can pay Jamaicans less money than they'd have to pay in any other island. So my issue really is, bro, is we have a lot of businesses where they're generating extreme levels of profit, and one of the biggest crimes that's being committed is wage theft. Like directly, not only that they're not paying them the value, but certain bonuses and certain like employees will end up in tribunal or end up in lawsuits for years and they can't sustain it and this, that, and the third. That's kind of why people hate Uptown people. You know what I mean? It's hard for really see people.
You guys seem like exploiters.
It's hard to see people. It's hard to see people driving a G-Wagon and somebody with $200,000 on his wrist, and you don't have electricity, and you live in a board house, and you have to go outside and piss and shit.
Yeah, speaking of electricity, yo, JPS, what go on? The man them charge me $26,000 extra per my bill because I get 2 disconnection. Mind you, a disconnection is $1,400 to put on back your light. So how am I get?
Congrats, bro, you've made it Uptown.
Oh, is that Uptown?
Them telling you this is it. You've made it.
Oh, for real?
So your bill, you know, it reflects on your status. Yeah, man. Congrats, bro. Because my light bill them is in the hundreds of thousands. So you've made it, bro.
Bro, I'm looking for everything was 120 this month. I'm like, what?
Man. Congrats, bro.
JPS, do better than that, man, please. But all right now. Politics. Let's talk about politics. Because from a born till recently, I've always heard that Uptown people are not into politics and Uptown people don't vote. And then when I think about every single Uptown family I know, right? Big last name of generations of wealth, they're all politically aligned. So may I ask you, does politics play a big part Uptown?
I think that there are some families that are political. And a lot of their wealth is concentrated around their political legacy. But that's one of the like middle levels of Uptown. How I would describe Uptown if I was to give you, say, a pyramid, there's the ones who have money, then there's the ones who employ the people who have money, then there's the ones who control the people who employ the people who have money, and then there's the ones who own the people who control the people who employ the people who have money. Yes, so the ones who control the people are like the political family, right? Or the but they answer questions, bro. They get calls. So, you know what I mean? It's all... I think that most of the major industries and the biggest businesses can't afford to actually be one side or the other. And if they are, one member in the family is one side and the other member of the family is the other side. Because in Jamaica, unfortunately, when we have only 2 sides to power, that there's really only one side, right? So all families, I feel, as much as they may be one side or the other, politics is also about unity and coming together and finding compromise with their ideas. But most of them, if they're not directly serving, they're kind of, you know, they support both sides. So what your family? My family supports both sides.
Okay.
Yeah. We more support, me personally, I have no political affiliation at this time. And I'm more focused on policies and what they intend to do rather than what they say they've done and what they you know. When I see certain things like the Rural Bus Initiative, I feel, okay, that's something that's actually being done for the children of Jamaica. Is it being done at a convenient time? Did they have 9 years that they could have done this and they only chose to do this now? There's some questions I ask. You know, there's some things where I look and I say, wow, you had to wait until the election year to do it. That's a little suspicious. All right. But
New stadium.
on both sides, I can see where, you know, they can talk a good talk, but at this point in time, I consider myself neutral.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel like anyone of the parties can change your mind to vote come the general election?
Well, the problem is that I'm not enumerated, and I missed the time to be enumerated.
Well, you can be if Mr. Holness don't call the election by September 30th or something like that.
I think that the next enumeration is
September
in October.
No, it's September 30th.
It's September 30th.
Don't quote me on that.
I thought it was October.
There is a next one, but
It's September 30th, man.
call it. There's still a list of what's going to be for the next election.
No, and I'm saying if he does, he has till December 14th to call the election. So if he doesn't call it
Well,
by
no,
September...
no. Parliament will be dissoluted by December. No, it's dissoluted by September. You're right, go on.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, because I spoke to a politician about this.
Yeah, you're right.
So September 30th is the next time you can get enumerated. Don't quote me, as somebody tell me this, a politician as well, right?
Yeah.
It was an interview, Chris Henry. So go and go check out that interview there, right? But if him don't call it by then, you can vote this election. But you can fact check me though. But him after, I think December 14th is the last day.
Let me tell you, see, one of my issues as well lies in how we run elections and stuff, because where I live is technically a political garrison, so to speak, right?
But Kingston ain't.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where I vote for in Kingston, there's more than likely going to be the winner who's been the winner for, you know what I mean? Not to say I'm calling the election because anything can happen, right? But
Kingston is between Chris Henry and Serve Right and Delroy Chuck and somebody else.
Yeah. And it's always been a certain color from I've been a youth.
Well, which part you live? You live part of Carson Muda you turn?
Around that side, yeah.
Well, Carson Muda, fun fact, Carson Muda was PMP or JLP turned PMP, then turned JLP, something. But I don't know, he's always at the seat. So it's not really the color, you know, it's really Carson Muda. It's really his seat. You know, but enough for the politics. TikTok.
Yeah.
That's how we know Ganja Class from. How you deal with the controversy, you deal with the backlash, because everybody prepare for deal with that.
Well, especially as it relates to beating. The beating I get for take up the razor. Clot. I always say me on the quest for hype and forward and thing. And I always say, you know what I mean? But I should have said the quest for hype and forward and respect. Brother, some of the comments what me see a fresh comment yesterday. It's been 14 days. Somebody told me, no lie, this man didn't tell me. He said I look like Marmaduke.
What's Marmaduke?
It's a dog. It's one dog in our movie, bro.
I mean,
the fans them are gonna know. It's one of them look like the dog in the movie, bro. Every day I find a fresh comment through. There's been 50,000 comments since the first incident. And somehow I find, like, I mean, the thing about the backlashes, bro, is the price of entry is embarrassment. If you really want to make it a certain way to be almost a household name on social media, they're gonna laugh at you at some point and they're gonna turn on you, because most of the content that goes extremely viral is people either hating it or mocking it, or I just saw Jamaica stay. So you have to either be the joke or run the joke on somebody for really hit the higher levels of virality. I did have a couple of viral videos. I had a couple of viral songs, but I had 7,000 followers until my first skirmish, right?
That was you and
such. And when we get out of the skirmish now, the next week I got to 14,000. The week after that I got to 30,000. By the end of the year, I was at 40,000 followers. Then that kind of accelerated me where we moved from that to 70,000 followers to now, the next year now I'm at 120. So it just, you have to work with the controversy as momentum. But if you start it...
Calling her man voice.
Yes, it was insensitive and cruel. And you know, she doesn't have a man voice, right? But no, Pero, I have to say, like, you know, my youthful exuberance got the better of me.
Where's the relationship now? Because I know at one point they link up. You did the podcast with me to do.
I was the first guest on her show. We always a war and a dodge and a fight and a make up back and a resolve, and you know what I mean? No,
we fight, so we make up.
yeah. No, we kind of, we're up on the, you know, me not call her, she not call me vibe right now. I don't think I can take up her call again.
Jono.
Yeah. That's how it go.
I have to say bye-bye, yo. And then Dr. Doof.
The great.
Yo, honestly, when I see the man diss me, I've never said
That was the funniest, yo, when I see the
I've never said nothing about this guy.
And that make me know, say, him kind of know him I do as it relates to the media because him just a look highlight because him know, say, if 90 people out of 100 watch it and say this idiot pussy out scammer, 10 people still are going to do business with him.
And say the teeth them white.
And him only need 2 people to make money. So if him get the 10 out of the 100 we see it, him gone clear now and him can open new studio and him can continue to stay open and but why?
Yo, bro, honestly, that me never got meds him because I ain't the other side, bro. You see me? Me as a man like this, man believes that certain things come with certain things, you see me? So if me say me are the number one person on this podcasting or me a top YouTube or whatever, it just comes with it, you see me? But at the same time, it's like, bro, what you're doing is somewhat illegal, bro. That's a crime.
Not somewhat. I mean,
but I'm saying, why not shut him down?
I've spoken to ministers on both sides. I've spoken to representatives of the dental council, of the medical council, and everybody has assured me that something's gonna happen. So I've just been waiting, you know. Yeah. I saw in the TVJ report there was.
And he might say, yo, he might teach people for the be. There's no such thing as a veneer tech. I want you guys to know this right now. There is no such thing as a veneer tech. And even licensed dentists don't even have this veneer thing pat. And then people that got years of schooling, bro. Please, take on a health serious.
One infection in your mouth can literally end your
bro.
life.
And if you get even a gum disease, brother, oh my God, I don't know one of them something there, bro. So don't mess around, bro. 300,000, save 3,000 more and go to Colombia. You understand? The people in Colombia, they're actually dentists. Go to Cuba. Cuba do dentistry for free or something like so. There's so many places you can go. And grant you can go 360 dental, free plug. My dog QN work there, and he's a dentist. He went to, say to me, dental school. Leave Dr. Doof alone. Dr. Doof is a villain.
Let me ask you a question.
All right?
How can you...
He's a super villain.
How can you see a man in Jamaica's hot sun?
In a trench coat. Like him there, trench town. Yo. When I see the man this to me, I said I'm there to follow up that youth, bro. But please, do not go to Dr. Doof.
Jesus.
Do not. So, him trouble or you trouble?
You know, see what happened to every artist who go up a Dr. Doof?
Yo, load the artist.
Okay.
Please, load the artist. They beg you.
Okay.
Who got me though?
Well, I miss a couple man. Well, I mean, not hear no hit song.
Yo, John.
I'm not seeing them on any stages.
Can't speak again.
Why?
Yo, John, Dr. Doof. Yeah, I'm just say, and you know what's crazy? I feel like this is some free game. I don't know how smart you are. I don't think you're that smart. But if you are smart, I would tell you, go to dental school now. Go to dental school. Your brand is your brand. Because we can't go like, we see it. We saw it.
If you're not even going to do that now,
hire somebody.
There's a lot of youths who are in dental school that don't have the last name, that don't have my family, etc. So you can help them by paying off their exams, hiring them, and that way you can actually be the tooth boss. But you know,
you'll be the tooth boss.
Yeah. No, you're just a scammer. You're a trickster.
And you can charge more than 300,000. You know?
Legally.
Legally. No, but it need to come down though. Honestly, I mean, I'm a man like fight out youths thing there, but honestly,
it's not a matter of fight out youths thing when people's lives are at stake.
Yeah, it's a malpractice. We can't be doing that. So, alright, so how you deal with that though? Like, a man just get up and disrespect you and people start disrespect you and like, you know, back and forth. And then sometime too, you give like your social commentary upon certain issues and like, probably the person you talk about an issue.
Yeah. I'll keep it real, bro. It's, anytime you see me back and forth with somebody, it's for entertainment purposes.
But do they take that as entertainment?
No, not most of them. Some of them who are aware of the nature of social media do, and we can reason about it, and you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're trying to get attention. We're trying to get engagement. We're trying to maintain relevancy within, the hearts and the thoughts of people, because people use social media as a distraction. They don't want to put effort into their distraction. They just want to see it, and, people love to can disassociate from what's going on in their life, and wow, see how nice the Uptown beef is, and so we're playing a role as entertainers, and I feel that most people, as long as they can maintain that the phone and your life are separate things. Now what you say on the phone will affect you in real life, and as you heard, so things what you say can't rub out, right? But I can't go so, bro. Swipe off. I can't go so lock my screen. I can't go so and put my phone in my pocket.
You ever feel like you fuck up before, like you said something you should have said?
Several times. Several times. And the truth is that my brand is really based on authenticity and honesty, and me giving my opinion, whether I'm supposed to say it or not. So a lot of people, they're more willing to sit with me, because even when I forward with fuckery, I'm going to tell somebody about their mother. I have another video with a message relating to speaking about women and the safety and the violence against women, and talking about raising the age of consent and publicizing the sex offender registry, and speaking about the lack of payment for nurses and etc. So,
wait,
balance,
you think that even though, cause I feel like I'm a pretty balanced person as well, but people have me as a toxic guy, people have me as a controversy guy, if you will, the mix-up guy, you understand? So you feel like that part, the part of you that people want for like, here are, people check for that partner?
This is unfortunately how Jamaica works as it relates to mass communication. You have to give them the fucker to talk about. If I never tell somebody to suck their mother, if I never jigs off with certain people, I wouldn't get the audience I have. I wouldn't be able to maintain the virality. When I'm on my live, I can see there's literally 3 different types of viewers I have. I have those who are engaging me in intellectual questions. I have those who are just here because they have nothing else to do. And then I have those who are just, they're duncer than dunce, man. It's amazing they can read to type the comments to, to harass and Ray and thing. And unfortunately, I think especially, I'm not lie, bro. Some of the girls will come here, sir. We're forward here, sir. They really say some things, and it's not you saying it. It's not you condoning it. But them are going to say is you platform it, and them are going to say is you are benefit from the views. So, I don't know,
I'm
bro.
a condone all sadness. Right now, if you're or, you don't really get your or certificate if you don't come by Toxic Talk and come show you things. Because we also had joke whores, we had fake whores before.
And you've had real ones too.
And we had real ones, you know what I mean? So sometimes them come on with this ear and say, yeah, you ain't really about this, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I feel like as a culture, we need to accept the culture. The good, the bad, and the ugly. You see me? And enough time I see them even men's, I see some people would have gone like 2 lakhs. And them I'm look at me and say, bro, didn't you guys have dancehall channel?
Wow.
And dancehall channel wasn't even about like a specific girl. It was just girls just now wearing a jaws, and the cameraman just up the light under them. I do a bag of madness. You see where I come from? Enough time me hear people talk about how the culture changed. Bro, I don't think Jamaica culture has ever changed. I just think people are just more open in what they're doing. It's like let's say a girl get murdered. But in my idea, no man used to kill a man. Bro, I've been hearing that statement from I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
I was hearing this like, so when is actually back in your day?
Listen, Lady Star came out with her song in 1991. She said, if him left, it's not her fault. Right? I can't say the words because the clip I go get beat up worse than Dale. I'm not here for shave off like him. So.
Oh, Dale. We went to school together. I don't have you as a farmer. Stop the clip farming. Please, stop the clip farming.
It'll get hard for scroll upon the app.
Yeah, just stop, bro. It's pathetic. All right? It's serious and it's pathetic. Yeah, try the podcast game. We see you, bro. I have you as a very intellectual youth. Please, just be yourself. All right? God, this is not you. All this walkers wood and come hard and how much oil you have to go lick. Stop it. Stop it.
Yes. Where's about the last part?
There's a new one.
There can't be a third one.
You have to stop.
There's only 2 towers. Yo, wait,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
we can't say that.
Yeah, you have to stop. All right, please. Continue.
Yeah. So, fuck with that.
Lady
bro.
saw, you know what?
If he leaves, it's not her fault. And if you play that song right now, it's slacker than any song we're hearing in the last 10 years. And that song is from before my bond, before my parents meet each other, before, you understand? So we've always had, you know, vulgarity. We've always had a penchant for violence. We've always had...
I would have said the violence part. I think the violence come with what actually they are happen in a real life. Because Bad Man and a Bad Man song, and based on what me I hear, Bad Man them was, you know what I mean?
No go so.
It's in documentaries, bro.
No, him say one love, one heart.
So same shot the sheriff and everywhere is war.
Let's get together. I feel all right. No, but I truly attack still. But you see, that's just Jamaica. Jamaica, it's hard to say that, you know what I mean, it's not a very integral part of our society. Jamaican people are aggressive, they're confrontational. You can be in foreign and walking in the mall and spot a Jamaican can face just him screw up. He might walk and...
No, I wouldn't agree with it. And I think Jamaican people are we're happy people. Like when you think
we don't look happy.
No, man, I disagree with you, man. Jamaicans are not happy when they're not in their comfort zone. But if you go up on the ends, you go up on the ends, no man not screw.
True.
Remember that? Yo, being a bum in Jamaica and being a bum in America is two different bums.
No. A waste man is a sweet life, yes, sir.
Yeah, man, waste man is a nice life because you're gonna get a split.
Yeah, ends off.
You're gonna eat some food.
You're gonna get a special.
You're gonna get a special, right? So, a foreign, bro, nobody gonna look for you.
No, a real thing, you can't sit down.
Bro, that's why if you notice, you know, Jamaicans call homeless people madman because I must mad them mad why nobody know want me catch them yard.
It's and as it relates to mad,
mad.
Because we want to talk about mad now, because me want to talk about mad. In Jamaica, if you're mad, you can't unmad. And when people...
Speaking of mad.
Church of God. So, that little situation that God know, I say some things where we have to beg the G for forgiveness, you know what I mean? Because I say some horrible, terrible things. I say, yo, he might have the game 10 years, he only have ribs or show feet, him, yeah.
He might have game what?
No, I say him in the game for 10 years, and him only have ribs for show feet, him only have hunger for show feet. And I say, yo, you discourage me from that on social media because I say, yo, no money can make, and but I think that he puts a pressure on himself because he may not have access to the same opportunities that other people do. Because he's truthfully one of Jamaica's most talented ever. Not only content creators, but script writers, songwriters, and overall a creative person. And I've been a fan of his from me in high school. So when it did kick off because me and him was supposed to work together.
One day I gotta do.
Up to now, me don't know, but you know what I mean?
Idols becoming right, man.
Up to now, me don't know.
What I do something now?
Would I do something?
I mean, I really know.
Yeah. And then it never really, and then he must tell me something, he's a liar, pussy hole, and he start fall upon my life and diss me. I mean, I said, wait, hold on, dog. You are diss me? You can't diss me, bro. I'm a, first of all, you know what I mean? I'm a supporter. And then fueling now. There's so many things I can't say, and I'm not a good youth. I'm a aspiring good youth. You know what I mean? I'm a former Cruff and Waste man, and I'm an aspirant to being a good youth. I'm trying to change my ways, but my chip did little ways, and I started to say, bro, but...
And yeah, you, man.
Yeah, I'm started to say, yo, you called me a liar, bro. I can't work with you because my management say, yo, there's a reason nobody not work with him a certain way, you know, because him liable for just... One day I work and then the next day, your mother, and bro, it's like I talk it and it's like, Mr. Pussy Clot, then what if we have some amazing content, but now Mr. Lied Pussy and it didn't even get posted? You know what I mean? So I say, all right, well, you know what I mean? But I'm still a big him up. Me and him, you know what I mean, we resolve. You see, one thing with me, you know, anytime I'm in a conflict, I always resolve it. Me and such now, why... We resolve, we kick off. We're gonna resolve it again shortly, right? But we always resolve.
So we fight, so we make up.
Yeah. Well, we always resolve my issue. Then.
Oh, God.
The only one I don't resolve is Suckwood Chris. I don't know where him there.
What name's that?
One could pussy will leave some rude comment, bro, and feel like we're gonna left it. You can't forward a Johnstown and Hanover, yeah? I tell you that, bro.
Where is Johnstown and Hanover?
You can't go there. It's somewhere so good, Chris. Can't go. You can't walk in a Johnstown, you. I'm not asking.
I know by now.
You can't walk there, sir.
Yo, Kim in man has a Barbican or half a tree. Yo.
Over, bro.
Yeah, but
No, can we go back, bro? All island, bro.
yeah, I wish I'm about from Hanover. Come in and say, you know a big dog, you got it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, God. They meet the love of your life. Where you come from? Johnstown, Hanover. You can't go listen, man. John, but here we go on. It's in Jamaica and the content creators them, bro. I feel like we need to do more. You see me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel we need to do more because like we don't really have nothing for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know? We don't have nothing where we can say, yo, this is Jamaican for Jamaicans. Like even up on local TV, we don't have nothing for watch. Mm-hmm. There's nothing on
it's
Netflix.
Very frustrating. No,
yeah, there's nothing on Netflix. Like I feel like every weekend there should be a show. Like we see Top Bar and Sky Lounge, big up to Sky, big up to the Middles them. I do what name? Love Island.
Mm-hmm.
I mean I say Bumbuck, can you imagine 10 man, 10 girl
a Jamaican Love Island,
out of Lime Key.
Mm-hmm.
Would make some out of Lime Key or anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That would have mad. When you look who come off a set and a baby mother problem and rare, that would have nice, bro. Like when you even look on TikTok, bro, I go on TikTok.
You don't think they tried that with the social houses of the world?
The social house?
Yeah.
Social house did cool, but the real thing was 876 roomies. So I feel
I was going to mention that.
yeah, but I don't know why the sponsors them never jump on, and that's why I'm tell you, say, back to...
Me can tell you.
Tell me.
From the highest level of Uptown, the lastest of last name, they're all watching everything. Mm-hmm. If you're looking at my followers, you can see some of the lastest of last name, and them see me and they say, "Blood, I wonder when it's about," you know. They're watching all
why
of it.
Why they don't sponsor?
I don't know, and why aren't you sponsoring it? You're gonna see this. You're gonna hear.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sent to your phone, right? Your daughter going. You're gonna be in your kitchen, and you hear your daughter say, "Oh, what guns are called?" I say,
yeah, because I tell you, me have some crazy ideas, and then if you look on even Jamaica or look on the world.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody does the same thing. It's just representation.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have just Love Island USA, you have Love Island UK, you have Temptation Island Portugal, you have whatever, Spain. So everybody just want to fit them version of something.
Mm-hmm.
When you even look upon music, reggaeton is literally Spanish reggae. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. You get me, I say?
I try to say something though. That while you guys are right, you see the alright. Given the aspiring you that wants to do something like that, correct? And him say him need to get him need to get a camera or two. Let's just say nothing that. When am I gonna bring it in?
Am I gonna bring it in? What, customs?
Yeah.
Yo, there's something called airport fees. Oh my God, there's something called airport fees. I never know this shit today. Dog, so all along, may I get me to be able to Nova ship JA or Nova alone me use. But there's something called airport fees. Which should have make sense to me, but it never did make sense to me, but it makes sense. I don't know, but anyway, we'll soon figure out that. You understand? And that's why I'm telling you, so I don't need for vote, right? I want to vote for who I vote for. Please, there has to be an entity where whole politicians are accountable for their promises. Yeah. Like you have to say, listen, you have to give me a timeline when this supposed to do. Because I tell you, Minister Grange promised renovations to the stadium from 2019 when Buju did the show. And that was March 2019, so how ironic. There's a fucking 3D render. No,
it's not the works.
No, it's not the works for the election year.
How convenient.
May I tell you, please people, go and look for that article. I'm going to screenshot them and delete the article and then bad them with it. 2019, bro. But I'm going to say, Jamaica entertainment space, there were two entertainers as a culture, bro. I say Nicki Minaj stop rap. I say Nicki Minaj stop rap.
Anton Jamaican TikToker.
Anton Jamaican TikToker.
Yeah.
You see me?
Well, Nicky, you're a friend of the Hype and Forward if you ever want to forward and bless me with it. A lion or a few, you know what I mean?
So you have any friends on TikTok where you see you meet them through TikTok and you and them cool?
Yeah, a couple people, well, like in real life, like not other TikTokers.
Okay.
As it relates to other TikTokers, yeah man, the Bad Sicky, one big up Bad Sicky differently, the talented. Him is one of the first youth when I say him, I forget I look in corporate certain way because if you look at his audience, if you look at every time something happen, him have a viral video talk about it.
Yeah. I'm saying, do a video and say, Jay for anytime, time for look for a female, I guess.
Yeah.
Big up to Bad Sicky.
So you have a couple man in the game there. So you have a youth named Supreme, One Supreme.
Yeah, I meet him around already. Him do something value.
Yo, cool youth, you know. Good youth where him definitely move forward. You have Junior the creator.
Junior, yo. Wickedest video Junior there, the man say, yo. I want to say, Mama sick, she need to go after. Man say, yo.
You didn't know so it's a car ad? It's a fucking car ad! I said the youth is a genius. It's the funniest video I ever see. And at the end I realized, pussy clot, I sell the car for the lot. It's a lot. I do an ad for a car lot.
Yeah, the man say, this can't drive.
I said this youth are rich. I say, I'm glad it's that specific one. I can have enough viral skit, but that one skit that make my sister.
Energy one bad to say, energy one.
In my head of the game. I see that youth there, I say, yo, I believe in a Junior the creator. Yeah. I believe in a man like Prince Guava. Him long time have him character, long time established. I want to big up every royal too. Them man there, you know.
It might take a couple of you.
Every royal, the youth.
It might take a couple of you.
Prime Minister Youth Award recipients.
Maybe a little controversy, or him get that, maybe not.
No, man, deserve it, man.
But, you know what I mean?
I just you know,
Jaja.
I'm politically affiliated, so
Jaja.
Politics go on. But no worries still.
Jaja.
Time must come.
John. No comment.
No comment. You know, you need to vote, man. But you want Mark Golding? What's that thing here, Mark Golding?
People, I don't know when it started exactly. I just about a year ago, yeah. My father, I'm a virgin father. And he's a friend of both of my parents.
Father. Okay.
And he's a friend of both of my parents. No. I have family on both sides of the
Yeah, when I talk about your father's side. Your father comrade?
No.
Your father is a
We support both. We support Jamaica. We're Jamaicans. We're not Labourite, we're not comrade. We're Jamaicans and we support Jamaica.
That sounds very comrade, by the way.
Oh God, man. No so, man. No. We support Jamaica. Pero, you know what I mean? Dog, you don't lose my train of thought, dog.
Mark Golding.
So I met him. So yeah, allegedly. So I go to the racetrack now, and I say, yo, Uncle Mark, you have to look at this thing.
Uncle Mark is crazy.
You have to see how the people, they must say, man, your son. And that's where we get that picture where me and him pose at the racetrack at the multi-mile. When the next week, people from foreign called me and said, yo, how such blogger say, yeah, Mark Golding's son and Ray and blah, blah, blah. And what, you say, after my trim now, them say, me a Donald Sangster. Them say,
for sure. Fasca.
Me a Fasca. Them say, me a Andrew, me a Daryl Vaz, them give me every single politician, bro. Mark Golding. One pussy will tell me something like Roger Clark. Them time them say,
no, really.
I'm done with the media now. I'm done with the fucking...
That's too far.
So, compose back myself.
So, question to answer this.
Give me all
how your family at this? We never asked that question. How the family are you to the hype and the fame?
So, thank the Almighty Creator. My parents have always been supportive. Maybe a little too supportive, right? Because they make me get away with no fuckery. But my parents have always been supportive of whatever I put my mind to. And when they saw that I really started taking it seriously, they were like, all right, if this is what you want to do, then at least make some money because if you can't make the money, you have to come back and you have to go find work. That's not going to work.
So you still work at
the racetrack? Yeah. No, not in terms of employment, but we have horses and we're still connected to the scene. But my grandmother, the rest of my family wasn't too happy about the hype on the forward. But when I started to get like the Observer interview and the KFC radio ad and certain things, they were like, all right, well, at least him actually, it reached somewhere.
So do you feel like you get those things, not because you are who you are?
I never got it as 1Clauze. I was hired to do a voiceover work from Bambino. I called Bambino, big up Bambino as well. I consider him my mentor. I called him and I was like, I don't know how to monetize this. I need some looking because I wasn't getting any corporate support. And bro, when I tell you...
But don't you know them?
When I tell you how it hurt me for speak to somebody, I see them at Lotion and I say, yo, uncle, I have this idea, give me this ad. I'm saying, oh yeah, great. Send it to this lady. I send it to the lady, she argued this, she argued that, she argued this. I give them a price, I tell them this number, them come back and tell me a quarter of it. And it's like, I'm done. I'm just call uncle. I'm say, uncle, fuck is going on? Like, what? And I never get any, I have not gotten one deal that way. So Uptown, we're supposed to look out for each other.
And
What's going on?
No one says to you, I do not take it the wrong way. Welcome to the real world.
Yeah, I say my boss. I say about nepotism, man. Last name, man. I grew up in your fucking yard. You call me nephew, you look out for me certain ways, right? Like, me at the gas station and I leave my wallet here. You eat that here and you pay my gas bill. And so it's like, what the fuck you not giving no word, brother? They don't like to suck your mother. They never like the name 1Clauze. So when we pivot and I go 1Clauze and stop telling people about their mother now. Start for finally, I get a look in a certain way. But the most discouraging thing as it relates is that I haven't gotten that nepotistic push where I really expected. You know what I mean? And it's just the reality of when you're doing business, it's about quality and it's about value. Especially in Jamaica, they're not able to perceive the quality or the value because they're not on social media. They don't see the numbers. They don't recognize that everybody and their mother not watching TV, don't care about what they read on the newspapers and stuff. Everything is in the phone. They're paying attention to the phone. They're seeing that when they watch Love Island, they watch it so that they can tweet about it. They watch it so that they can watch a TikTok about it and get the TikTok. They watch it so, you understand? The phone is integral to how every generation thinks and acts and feels. And Jamaican, I have to be explaining to marketing teams why you shouldn't look at the Facebook and why you should be looking at the TikTok and why Instagram is like it's not the premier app for we're really 10 or 15 years behind as it relates to the social media being taken seriously and being commercial in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. Well, 1Clauze, this was a very, very good episode and we learned a lot. Is there anything else you want to clear up before we go?
Not Mark Golding's son. No problems with anybody who previously have problems with. It's all about one love and peace and unity. Today, I'm not sure when it's going to upload, but today is Haile Selassie as Earthstrong. So, you know what I mean? In the name of the Imperial Majesty, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, we say one love and unity. Right?
How many things are January 17 one?
Well, I don't know, I don't feel like today, bro.
That's the Rasta New Year.
Maybe that's groundation.
Rasta virgin post.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So big up the king and...
You know what's Selassie said the same stadium in Jamaica right now?
That's a journal.
Yeah, you see me? But, big up yourself 1Clauze, you don't know.
Never feel. Hi, who?
Let's be honest and we gone.
I'm out.